Congratulations on your decision to install your new security system. The system allows you to tailor your security system to fit your specific needs. And with the onboard radio receiver, you have an easy way to add convenience through wireless remote control devices and sensors. The system uses state-of-the-art controls and finely tuned sensors. When the system detects a problem, it can activate sirens and lights or send a message to the central monitoring station, where an operator then reports the problem. Your system can also provide advanced features such as remote arming and disarming, panic alarms, and pager notification of certain events. This video owner's guide has been designed to help you use the basic functions of your system by giving you easy-to-use step-by-step instructions. If you're unsure of a certain instruction, simply rewind the tape to review it. We suggest that you show this video to anyone who will be operating the system. Your system has several components that you will want to familiarize yourself with. First is the panel. The panel sends alarm and trouble reports to the central monitoring station. Its circuitry is enclosed in a steel cabinet and installed out of the way of household or workplace traffic. The panel receives information from door and window sensors, motion detectors, smoke and heat detectors, and other environmental sensors. These sensors can either be wired or wireless. It can activate sirens to alert you of emergencies and frighten away intruders. And it can report alarms to the central monitoring station, where an operator will notify the proper authorities. You'll communicate with your panel by using a touchpad. You'll use the touchpad to arm, disarm, and program your system. There are several types of touchpads. In addition to wall-mounted touchpads, wireless handheld touchpads can be carried from room to room, even outside, allowing you to operate the system remotely. Keychain touchpads are also wireless and can be carried with you wherever you go. Every user will want their own keychain touchpad. There are 3 possible levels of arming with your system: Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3. Arming Level 1 is called the off position. It turns off intrusion detection, but allows the system to continue monitoring fire, smoke, and panic alarms. It is a good idea to use Arming Level 1 when you are entering the armed premises, before you open a door or window when the system is armed, or to stop sirens and cancel an alarm. To disarm to Level 1, press 1 on any touchpad. The alphanumeric touchpad and the fixed English display touchpad will display a message telling you to enter your access code. Enter the pre-programmed 4-digit access code. After you have entered your access code, a long beep will inform you the system has been disarmed to Level 1 off. The keychain touchpad does not use an access code. To disarm your system to Level 1 using the keychain touchpad, simply press the unlock button. Arming Level 2 is called the stay position and is typically used when someone is staying inside the protected premises. In this position, intrusion protection is on, but interior sensors are not active. This allows freedom of movement within the premises without setting off an alarm. To arm to Level 2, press 2 on any touchpad. Again, the alphanumeric touchpad and the fixed English LCD touchpad will request your access code. Enter your code. After you have entered your access code, your alphanumeric touchpad will display Armed to Stay. The system will sound 2 short beeps. If you have a fixed English LCD touchpad, the touchpad will display System Armed to Stay, and the system will sound 2 short beeps. If you're using a keychain touchpad, simply press the lock button to arm your system to Level 2. Arming Level 3 is called the away position and is typically used when no one is remaining in the protected premises. This position provides maximum protection for you and your family. At this level, all sensors are active: perimeter, door and window sensors, and interior motion detectors. To arm to level 3, press 3 on any touchpad. If you're using an alphanumeric touchpad or a fixed English LCD touchpad, enter your 4-digit access code. The alphanumeric touchpad will display armed to away. The system will sound 3 short beeps. If you have a fixed English LCD touchpad, system armed to away will light up, and the system will sound 3 short beeps. If you are using a keychain touchpad, use the lock button to arm to level 3. If your system is at level 1, press the lock button twice to arm to level 3. If your system is at level 2, press the lock button once to arm to level 3. The 3 levels of arming of your system are level 1, level 2, and level 3. When arming or disarming your system, you may need a short time in order to enter or exit the building, so you won't set off an alarm. This is called a delay setting. Your installer will work with you to decide which doors should be delay doors, and will program the delay times that will work best for you. In some cases, you may choose to turn off the entry and exit delays, causing the delay doors to arm immediately. This option might be used if you are staying at home, or if you are arming the system from outside using a wireless touchpad, for example. Refer to your system's user's guide for details on this feature. At any time, if you happen to accidentally set off an alarm, press 1 on any touchpad, plus your access code. The system will sound 1 long beep, indicating that you have canceled the alarm. Fire alarms cannot be canceled. You can cancel the fire panic siren by pressing 1 plus your access code, but the alarm will still be reported. If an accidental fire alarm has sounded, follow the procedures of your central monitoring station to prevent a false dispatch. Refer to the guidelines for preventing accidental alarms in your system's user's guide for useful tips. It is possible to arm your system while leaving a door or window open, even if the door or window has a sensor. The system must be told to ignore or bypass that sensor when it is open while the other sensors remain active. This is called bypassing a sensor. This function is useful if you want an open window for a breeze. Remember, when a sensor is bypassed, you are allowing that door or window to go unprotected. To bypass a sensor, first refer to the user sheets in the appendix of your system's user's guide to determine the sensor number of the door sensor, window sensor, or motion detector you wish to bypass. With your system armed at any touchpad, enter bypass, your access code, and the specific sensor number you wish to bypass. Alphanumeric touchpads will display bypassed. On fixed English touchpads, bypassed zones and the zone number bypassed will light up. You cannot bypass sensors using a keychain touchpad. If your system is currently disarmed and you would like to arm your system without closing all the doors and windows, you may bypass these doors and windows. First, leave open only those doors and windows that are to remain open. Close all others. Next, arm your system to the desired level. The touchpad will emit protest beeps because of the open sensors. At any touchpad, press bypass. Bypassing must be done within the exit delay time. Alphanumeric and fixed English touchpads display, for example, bypassed 01, specifying the sensor number of the window or door that the system will ignore. To bypass sensors indirectly using a keychain touchpad, press the lock button once to arm the system, and again to bypass open sensors. Remember, when a sensor is bypassed, you are allowing that door or window to go unprotected. Your system also features panic alarms. Panic alarms are easily activated from any touchpad to quickly alert the central monitoring station of a fire, police, or auxiliary emergency. Panic alarms can be sent at any time, regardless of the current arming level of the system. You can request special panic button touchpads that are dedicated to sending only one signal, usually a police or auxiliary panic alarm. These touchpads are wireless and are usually kept near the user. Panic alarms are described in full detail in your system's owner's guide. To send an auxiliary panic alarm from a keychain touchpad, press and hold the lock button and the unlock button at the same time for 2 seconds. If all is well, you can stop the siren by disarming your system. Please refer to your system's user's guide for further details. You will need to check the system status if your system sounds 5 short beeps every minute, signifying trouble, or if your alphanumeric touchpad displays a blinking asterisk. You can command the system to give either a short status report or a full status report. A short status report indicates the current arming level, sensor status, low battery or supervisory, AC power, or backup battery failure. A full status report combines the short status information with added details about specific system features. To obtain a short status report, press the status button, which is marked with an asterisk. Interior sirens will sound beeps according to the current arming level. Alphanumeric touchpads display the status information. For example, Sensor 2 open, Sensor 3 bypassed, System battery is OK, AC power is OK. If an alarm or system trouble condition has recently occurred, it will be displayed on the alphanumeric touchpad the first time you perform a short or full status check. If any alarm or system trouble is currently active, it will show up in the system status checks until the system is disarmed. To obtain a full status report, press the status button twice. In addition to intrusion protection, you have a variety of notification options. The system also allows pager holders and the central monitoring station to be notified whenever the system is armed or disarmed. This option is called system paging, and your installer can program any pager to receive pages based upon conditions you have specified. Your system can call up to 5 different pager numbers, as well as the central monitoring station, to report the arming level and the user code that armed or disarmed the system. The Notify by Exception feature allows programmed pager holders and the central monitoring station to be notified when arming or disarming occurs outside of the specified time schedules. This feature is useful if you would like to be notified if your business is disarmed after its opening time, if your business is armed before the closing time, or if your children are late arriving home from school. Again, contact your installer to set up latchkey opening for basic or advanced use. Your system also allows you to change the system's time and date, adjust system sounds, and touchpad brightness. Refer to your user's guide for instructions. After everyone using the system has had the opportunity to review this video owner's guide, lend this tape to a friend or neighbor. They may also be interested in protecting their home or business with a quality security system. Your system is the result of extensive research and development in security technology and can provide you with not only superior protection, but convenience as well. So, enjoy some peace of mind, because you can help protect your family and home with advanced technology.